When you think of PE, you think of learning to play different team sports, working on physical skills, all of those things, which we still do. But to look in the gym and see kids riding felt boards, it's awesome.
We have about 300 kids in the school, and we did a little survey last year, and about half the kids had never been to the mountain. And we have Cochrane ski area right down the street.
They didn't know how to start, they didn't know where to begin, and we kind of knocked down that issue. And now we've got kids and families that are exploring skiing and riding for the first time.
How this program got started was my son, who was in the 8th grade, he wanted to share snowboarding with the elementary school.
The kids have so much fun when they do it. It's really different from what else you would do in PE, and it allows the kids to be really creative.
I saw the magic and I knew I needed to figure out how can we do this with one PE teacher so they can run it just like they do basketball or any of these other sports.
Jeff and I started talking about, like, well, if you're actually going to do this as a unit, so not just a one-day thing, what would it look like? And we started working on a curriculum and different ways to make it really interesting to kids, but still teach the basics of snowboarding so that hopefully you could transition from what we do in gym class to the slopes.
Right away, these kids are getting the sensation of standing sideways, all while they're having to balance, they're having to make movements, they can do some grabs, they can learn to rotate, twist, flex, extend. The opportunities are endless with how creative you can be with this program. And the kids can go from learning the fundamentals and the basics inside the gymnasium to being out on the playground, taking those fundamentals to the next level so the kids can get their first sensation of sliding sideways on the snow, and then with the hopes that someday they'll make it up to the mountain.
When I was working on the curriculum, stuff that I was writing up, they were doing in the first 2 classes, and they're like, hey, when are we going outside?
We spend a lot of time talking about access for kids and education and life, and here are students in Vermont that weren't feeling like they could access skiing and riding. Now they're going. We know that for a fact. We've had families come and say, thank you for showing our kids this. We'd never dream of taking them snowboarding before, and now they want to go. You know, this is Vermont. This is what we have to do. We have to get outside. That's mission accomplished.